So just 3 heats left, and Coventry swing into a magical 6-point lead, 33-27, and that 6 points advantage means now that Cradley Heath and their master tactician team manager Peter Adams can call in a tactical substitute here, which means he can bring in an on-form team member to replace an off-form team member. And rather, as we suspected, the Heathens pull in a tactical substitute. It is Eric Gunderson there in yellow and black, as the going really gets torrid. So let's have a look at the revised lineup as Gunderson settles down. He comes in for teammate Lance King, who's had a disappointing evening. On the inside there is going to be Gary Guglielmi in red. Next to him in white, Simon Wigg. Rick Miller in grid 3 in blue, who's won his last 2 races. And on the outside, tactical sub Eric Gunderson in yellow and black for Cradley. So the Heathens throwing it all in now in heat number 11. Only 3 races left, they're 6 adrift. They must gain something surely here if they're to stay in touch. And it looks like they might, although Guglielmi's made a good start. Around the outside comes Gunderson. Gunderson leads it, tactical substitution paying off at this stage. In second place it is Guglielmi, in third place it's Wigg, and Miller still in touch at the back. There is the battle. Gary Guglielmi is inclined to go a little wide and leave a hole down the inside. Although the outside is where the dirt is certainly middling out anyway. Gunderson leads heat number 11, looking back over his shoulder to see where his partner is. Well, they're gaining advantage here, but they surely would have liked a 1-2. Guglielmi splitting them up. Into the last lap. Just 335 perfectly prepared metres of Brandon Shelway. Simon Wigg, who hasn't made a start all night, still trying to find a hole through. Gary Guglielmi doesn't do so. Win for Gunderson. Second place Guglielmi, third place Wigg. So now it's 4 points in it with 2 races left. And so as these new super lights at Brandon Stadium come on here, you can see the score with 2 to go. Coventry now just 4 in front, 35 points, Cradley Heath, and we are all set for a blood-tingling finish. Steve Bastable, who suddenly has had a rebirth of form after struggling desperately early on with the mechanical problems, really got it right in his last ride, finishing behind his partner for a crucial 5-1. And now it's heat 12 with the possibility of Coventry consolidating and indeed taking the points here. Cradley really must gain something from heat 12, and Bastable could be the important figure for them here. So Bastable on the inside in blue, and next to him in yellow and black Phil Collins, who has 3 points from 3 starts. Grid 3 has Ollie Olsen in red, who has 4 points from 3 starts. And on the outside we have Eric Gunderson coming in 2 on the trot, and he has a total of 8 points. And it's a point of statistical interest that at this stage Coventry have had 7 heat winners, and Cradley Heath have only had 4, and this man Eric Gunderson has taken 2 of those. So a clear case that the Heathens have stonewalled and tucked in behind some brilliant front running by Coventry up to this stage of the match. 2 to go, heat 12, 35-31. Remember, if Coventry can split them here, they can only snatch a draw in the last race, but if Coventry gain any advantage from heat 12, it will put the British League out, the British League match anyway, out of the grasp of Cradley Heath, and would be their first British League defeat of the season. So it could all be wrapped up here, although one fancies that the Cradley pairing might have some other thoughts about that proposition. And well, it's a game of bluff. Olsen turns back, Gunderson turns back. Ollie, well, there's no more master tactical rider than this man. Triple world champion in his farewell season, still in the World Championship. We'll be seeing that on ITV, the Intercontinental Final, and there will be many who would applaud if Ollie Olsen could go out on a high note in the World Final in Norden in September. We'll be seeing that on ITV as well. So here we go, they're settling down now. Heat 12, everything to race for. Coventry 4 up. The start. So by for Gunderson's moving away they go this time. and it is Olsen, and moving into the lead, Phil Collins. Collins leads it. Second place is Bastable. Coming round the outside, it is Olsen, and Gunderson is at the back, and we didn't expect that. And Bastable has moved inside Phil Collins and moved him over. And Gunderson's moved inside Olsen, and Olsen has withstood the pressure. Or has he? He just gets squeezed out as Bastable moves up front. This really is super speedway. Olsen fighting back for the third place point. Gunderson is under him though to split him up. Bastable takes a hasty look over his inside shoulders, in trouble. His bike has stopped. Oh, what a tragedy for the bees. So, the Heathens are presented with 4 points here short. They're into the last lap. Bastable is disconsolately marching back across the centre green. Moments like that win and British League matches and maybe even British League titles. And Ollie Olsen makes a last despairing effort, but it's a win for Collins. Second place Gunderson, third Olsen. Means the scores are level as we go into the last heat. And well, you wouldn't really script it, would you? Well, there is the home corner of the pits, and Ollie Olsen barking out, clearly upset about the fortune. It must be said he was the one that said anything can happen in Speedway. I think he's more concerned about the mechanical preparation of Steve Bastable, because that really has again turned this incredible British League match upside down.
Well, we've had a bad run, Gary. You know, he's had some very good. The kid rode like a world champion, you know, and he goes out, he stops, he sees, he does everything. Westlake's just done his engines, and they're absolutely flying. But there's something wrong with his ignition or his carburetors and that. You don't see his 4 engines in a row, and it's tough luck on him, but it's very disappointing for the team as a whole, because he can do it and he can go, and there's no excuse for it. We can't afford to stop every race.
You just asked Tommy Knudsen to go and win it for you. This is really important to you now, this match.
It's very important, and every match I do in this is important. And,
but this one's got something special, hasn't it? There's a lot of tension.
Well, we've got to win the league, you see, and if we don't beat them, we don't win the league. And we are a better team than them are tonight. We may not be as strong, but we pull better than they do. We can put it together when it matters, and we go as a full side. That's why we deserve to win, and we will win. Watch it, it'll be 40-38.
You said that a few minutes ago.
I'll put my money on that again, Gary.
That's another $5 I've lost.
That's it. Make it 50 this time, will you?
And so we come into the last heat, and once again, well, our friends over in Crossroads couldn't have scripted it better, because it's 36 apiece. Level scores. We've had the theatricals, we've had the dramas, and now I'm sure we've got 4 laps of absolutely spine-tingling speedway to come to sort out this British League match. Let us have a look. There is Simon Wigg in white there, one of the Cradley contestants, hasn't won a race yet. Alan Graham has won a race, he's in yellow and black. Let us have a look at the inside. Last year it was 36 all, we remember at this stage. Alan Graham on the inside, Tommy Knudsen. Olsen said, go win it for me, son. He's in blue. Grid 3 has Simon Wigg. On the outside it's Gary Gouliemi, and really the Coventry pairing will need to make the jump. They can't afford to let Alan Graham, who has the inside grid, which might just be the crucial factor here. And the crowd, well, the noise is absolutely deafening. Who on earth said Speedway is a dying sport? It's a very lively course. Here we go, heat 13, it's all on this one. Cradley unbeaten, remember, in the league. And could this race decide the league championship? They're away. And here's it, it shows, and it's Knudsen. Knudsen's away, the Cradley pairing going after him, and we look for Gary Gouliemi to burst through. Here comes Gouliemi down the inside of the Cradley pairing, Knudsen in front, and Gouliemi may just be moving through, and it's Graham that's holding him back, and it's awfully tight there as Graham tries to block Gouliemi, and Gouliemi's moved into third place, and Graham is all over the place trying to stop him, and the Coventry crowd are on their feet as Gary Gouliemi moves up on the inside of Alan Graham, as it's so tight. Graham closes down, but this will do for Coventry if Gouliemi can stay here. Newton's a mile up front. The battle is ready for second place. And third place as Gouliemi swings out. Simon Wigg coming hard back at him. They're into the last lap. What a climax. If it stays this way, the Bees will snatch it in the very last heat. And really, all the unbiased ones in the crowd here can't really begrudge them their success, because they haven't had the best of luck. It's going to be 40-38, and that's just the way Muhammad Ali, Ollie Olsen read it. What a victory. And here comes Ollie out to greet his lads. in his farewell season, who will begrudge this man who's done so much for British Speedway, so much for Midland Speedway, his moment. Just look at this. You'd think they'd won the lead, but they've certainly beaten Cradley Heath in the most dramatic fashion in the very last heat. And the happiest man is Ollie Olsen. There's Mick Bell. Look at Olsen. He's won the world title 3 times, but I don't think I've ever seen him this happy. Well, there's so many heroes. Knudsen, a most professional job. But don't let's forget Gary Guglielmi, who grabbed the vital point from the back. Up in the air goes. Knudsen, well, I hope they don't damage that broken wrist. Oh, what a moment. What a magical telly. Oh, and over there now, Guglielmi. Guglielmi gets the victory roll. And Coventry celebrates, and so do we, because we've had another Speedway Classic. Oh, I think...
No, you won £5. There it is. There's the £5. I better get rid of that first of all. Bring in Gary.
I'll tell you what, Gary, I'll put it back. Next time, you double it.
Okay.
Next time I see you.
All right. What do you mean? I've just got my £5 back. He's a sporting man, Mr. Olsen.
Gary, you're great.
I'll tell you what you better do. Take that and give him a good drink. Get the team a drink, because Gary won that for you at the end there, didn't you? I know the team had done it.
Tremendous.
6 years in a row, mate.
Tremendous, mate. I love it. I love it. And that's how we want it. I told him, what a side we got here. We can do him. He's even got a broken hand, mate. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, give us some, mate.
So, I'll tell you what, he was trying to say it was just another match to him.
Mate, I come in here, mate, and all I could see was people jumping over the fence. What are they saying? Take it easy.
That was me. Get going, mate. No, you were there, Gary. You were there for the point. Gary, this is Speedway at its very best.
It's a tremendous meeting.
But you've got to give credit to the stadium. That track was prepared for fair racing, no messing. No advantage for us, because we like them a little bit slicker. And Charles says, I ain't having that. We put on like we were prepared for a big night and for the TV, and so it's nice and watered properly and tremendous Speedway. And that's what we got to give him. He treats it fair, and that's why in the end we come out on top.
Well, it was certainly a very, very good meeting, Ollie. Thank you very much indeed. We got Speedway again next week on the Monday Night Sports Show. This time we're going to see if Cradley can close the gap on Coventry, because Coventry are the new British League leaders. There's matches during the week, of course. But next Monday night, we'll be back with Cradley against Poole. And if it's anything like tonight, then please don't miss it. From us, what a meeting. Good night.